Hello everyone, if you can already hear and see me, please don't hesitate and use the chat box just next to the um, the webinar the webinar window, just to let me know that everything is okay and we are live. Yes, I can see now that we are live, and yes, so I'm very happy to welcome you on this Tilda webinar. So today the webinar is dedicated to non-designers. Okay, so people who need online presence, because everybody nowadays needs an online presence, right? So you can be an entrepreneur, a business owner, a creator, an independent, I don't know, a photographer or an accountant, or yeah, whatever you do, it doesn't matter, because what matters is that you have a website that presents you online globally. And that's what we're gonna discuss today. And so my goal today is to show you within 60 minutes how you can create a website and set up everything around it. What I mean by everything around it is the online forms, the lead magnet, okay, so that you can capture leads. Then you can connect the CRM system in order to manage those leads, okay? And ultimately, why would you need a website and setting up all these things? Well, to get new clients and to improve your reputation on the web and increase sales, of course, right? So I'm very happy to welcome you all today. Please use the chat for any questions that you may have. I will be very happy to answer them. I'm having this chat box just in front of me on the right. Another thing that I want to tell you is that those folks who subscribed to the webinar, meaning they went to this page over here, the webinar scheduled by Tilda, you all will receive tomorrow the link to the recording. So don't worry if you need to go somewhere. In the middle of the webinar, the recording will be in your inbox in one day, okay? For everyone else who might not registered on the website, no worries as well, because we save all the webinar recordings on our YouTube channel. So make sure you do the, first of all, thumbs up if you like it, or thumbs down, I don't know. But yeah, react somehow, please, to this video. It's gonna help more people to know how to get to know how to build websites in a very easy way and without spending thousands of dollars, right? And another thing is that you will follow all the new workshops that we are doing, and we are doing them quite often, okay? At least twice a month till the online workshops go live, and we show how to create different types of websites, online stores, online portfolios, very design-oriented websites, or business websites, online schools, like all the wide range of different types of websites that you might think of. And we show how to do it in 1 hour. So you don't need a lot of time, and you don't need to spend a lot of money, because everything you can do on your own, okay? So please don't hesitate and visit this webinars.tilda.cc/en. This is where the webinar schedule is published. Right. Another thing that I want to tell you before we start is that Tilda is represented in all the social media, almost, and notably, so the YouTube channel, you can see it here. You can subscribe to it. Also, we are on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook as well, and LinkedIn if you prefer. So don't hesitate and just scan these QR codes that you can see on this slide in order to follow us for useful tips on digital marketing and website building and web design. We publish regularly, and it's fun to read and useful to learn. Very good. In the meantime, for those who are connecting, I'm very happy to welcome you all, and I will be very curious to know your location. So where are you now? Please do use the chat box and just drop me your city or your country or the continent. And yeah, that's always very interesting to know. Very good. So talking about the workshop of today, what are we going to do? So first of all, we're gonna create a website layout using the template, and I will show you how to choose the right template for you. And we're gonna create a custom website based on the pre-designed blocks, because Tilda works on this very intuitive and easy principle. So you take the pre-designed blocks that were developed by professional designers, and then you can very easily customize them according to your needs. So you customize both the content and the appearance of the blocks. And I will show you in a couple of minutes how to do that. Right, once the website layout is done, it's not over. Then we're gonna set up the online form and lead magnet in order to capture leads. And then we're gonna connect the data collection service where you're gonna save those leads, right? What is lead? Lead is basically the visitor that is eager to convert into a sale. So for example, if you are offering any type of service, let's say a photography service, okay? And a person wants to contact you. It's okay to leave the email address and the phone number, but it's even better to collect their data, right? Because afterwards you can probably contact them yourself when you have a special offer or a new course or any other new activities that you want to share. It's always good to start collecting your user base, right? And that's what you do using the online form. So you capture the data of your visitors, and then you use it for any goal you perceive. Right. So after that, I will show you how to connect a built-in CRM on Tilda. It's free. And then we're going to set up online payment systems as well in case you want to sell directly on your website. Finally, I will show you how to choose the domain name, which is very important. Set up SEO basics. I will just show you 3 very simple steps. Why it's important? Because you want your website to be searchable on Google, right? To rank high on Google so that when people search for you, they find you. And that's not a rocket science, so I will show you how to do it very easily on Tilda. And finally, I will show you how to create an email marketing campaign. You can do that also on Tilda, and then you connect the integrated services to start doing the email marketing and send newsletters to your potential clients, to your current customers, or to your leads. It's up to you, okay? So I will show you how to do all this right now. And yes, I see that more people are connecting, so everyone is welcome. Welcome to Tilda webinar. We are about to start. The only thing I want to say is that if you share your location, I will be very happy. I'm collecting those for myself. It's a joke. Yeah. Just drop your location or your country, your city in the chat, okay? And we are about to start. So what is the website we're gonna create today? I will show you it in action now. So let me just show the animation. So this is the accounting services in Boston. Okay, that's the business website for these accountants. What do we see here? So this is the cover page and 2 CTAs, that's so-called call to action buttons, okay, where you can contact us directly and learn more about the company. Right, so if I click on this little arrow, I just smoothly go down and I see the second screen, which tells me what is this DGS accounting is. So they offer services. So this is the second screen where you want to tell your potential customers or your visitors what exactly are you specialized in, okay? And what do you do, why they need to scroll down and why they need to stay on the web page, right? So the next one is our advantages. Here you would explain why it's important for the visitor to contact you and not your competitors. All right, so a couple, well, 3 things, 3 key features that you want to highlight. It's a good idea to put it right here. The next one is how we can help, and suddenly we get this lead magnet, so-called. So it's a pop-up basically that appears when we scroll down the page, and you can decide how it appears. I will show you there are 3 options to decide if this lead magnet appears on scroll or after a certain time or when a person wants to close the tab, right? And so here I am invited to enter my email address, my name and the phone number, submit and get a free consultation. It's a very nice thing to offer, something free that people would be interested in, and then you get their contacts in return. right? So if I want to close it, just close it here. So here, how we can help is the block that is dedicated to your services, right? So here, for example, it's accounting, financial planning, and tax accounting services. Then the client testimonials, very important. Usually people want to see what other people think about the service or about the business, right? So here's this section. And finally, the contacts, right? And as you can see, there is another online form, okay? In case a person just skips the lead magnet, there is another one where they can send their request with the custom message. So I can type whatever I want, like I want a free consultation on my tax declaration, for example. And this is how it works. So my name is Elizabeth and my email, let's say elizabeth@gmail.com, and I just send my request here and it's done. Okay, and I will show you how to receive those requests and how to effectively manage them, right? And on the left you can see the name again of the business, right? The phone number, the email, the address, and a couple of social media links. Okay. Oh, hello, Katya from the UK. Thank you, the first person that finally used this chat box for sharing their locations. Thank you very much, Katya. Maybe more people will do that in a minute. Okay, so this is the website we are about to create, and we are going to do it real fast, and I will show you how to do it on Tilda. So follow me. We go to tilda.cc. This is the main page of the website, and I log in because I already have the account. If you want to log in, if you don't have an account, sorry, you can click the sign up button and create one very quickly. So all you need to put is your name, email address, and password, but I will skip this step and just log in directly. So this is how the dashboard looks, right? It's all very intuitive, and I want to highlight again, once again, that you don't need to be a designer. You don't need to know how to work in graphic editors or anything like that. Any person can create a website, okay? So to create a new website, so here I have 3 different projects, my past projects, okay? And I want to create a new one. So to do that, I click on this button, Start New Website. First thing I need to do is to put my the name of my project. So it's going to be like a DGS Accounting. This is the custom name that is going to be used only on Tilda, okay, as it is indicated here. So don't worry, you can change it anytime. So I hit create, and I find myself in my project page. Here I don't have pages anymore, and on one project, on one website, I can have many different pages, right? Because it can be a multi-page website, or it can be a one-page website, okay? So today I will show you how to create a one-page website, but it doesn't mean that you cannot create more pages afterwards. So to create a new page, you obviously have to hit this orange button, create new page. That's what we are going to do. And the first thing you see after that action is these templates. So until that, you have plenty of templates. There are more than 220 different templates for all kinds of businesses, services, products, and so on. Here are actually the categories on top. You can see business, you can see store. So online store is also possible to create. If you need to, events. Okay, if you do a landing page for an event, for example. If you're a blogger, that's also very easy to create a blog on Tilda, and so on. Okay, so there are some also pro templates for designers, but that's not our focus today. So what I want to do is I want to pick the template that I will start from. But once I pick a template, you should not be very, let's say, you should not be very concerned about the template that you will pick, because you can always change everything about this template, because it consists of those blocks that are pre-designed and that can be customized, and you can delete them and add new ones, and there are more than 550 different blocks in the block library on Tilda, right? So this is the template that I want to start from. As you can see, it looks a little bit similar to what we saw as a final result, but still I changed a couple of things. For example, here you don't see the client testimonials that we're gonna add here, and there's a Google Maps that we don't need because yeah, the address can be Googled without this map. I mean, anyway, if you want to keep the map, you can keep the map. I just gonna delete it. So this is the preview of the template, and if I want to start from it, I just hit create page, okay? Or I can also view the demo of this template in a new tab, but I will go ahead and just hit create the page. Creating the page, and here I am. I find myself in the editor. So what you need to know about the editor? There are a couple of things that I want to tell you so that you don't get lost. First of all, when you hover over every block, you can see those lines that basically help you understand where the block starts and where it ends, right? So this is one block. You see this black one is another one. Then how we work is another one, and so on. Then, while hovering on over the block, you can see there are several buttons on the left, on the right, and here I have a plus button. So the plus button is a button that allows you to add new block in between those two. So if I hit it, I find myself in a block library. This is the Tilda block library with 29 categories and 500 different pre-designed blocks. Okay, so here they are: video, for example, Thailand link, the menu blocks, different designs. You can pick one and customize as you wish. Okay, then other buttons here on the left. What is important is the content button and the settings button. Okay, so the content button is all about the content, obviously. So this is the tab that you want to use when you want to change the title, the description, so the text, right? Here we have the block header and the bottom. Okay, if I hit settings instead, what I see here are the settings for the appearance of the block, right? So, for example, how many cards per row do I want to have? Like here is 3, but I can have 4 or 2. Okay, I can also change the style of these circles, right? I can also change its width and height and the color and so on. So it's all about the look of the block, of the section, right? And on the right, I have like standard buttons, like duplicate. I can make a copy of the block. Okay, I can delete it, and I can also hide it. So if I don't want this block, if this block is under development, let's say, I can just hide it and then publish the website. It's going to be published without this block, but I will keep all the settings there. And once I want to put it online, I can do it just in one click like that, and show it again, right? And then cut, copy, paste, and select. I think it's pretty intuitive. But if you have any questions, again, I strongly encourage you to use the chat box. Oh, hello from Brazil. Great. Trying to remember how to say good day in Brazil. I only remember obrigado, but obrigado anyway. Great. So let me start customizing the website. So the first block of the website is the menu, right? And here you have your logo. So you may not have your logo, and I will show you how to go around it. So I hit content, right? Then I see the logo tab, and instead of this your logo thing, I will put our DGS accounting, right? The link, for the moment, I will just keep it like that. So this slash, it means that every time a person will hit on the logo, they will find themselves again on the page, on this very page, okay, so the home page. I just save and close it, and you can see that your logo copy was changed to DGS accounting. Then if I want to change the color of this menu and I want to make it white, for example, I go to settings, right, because it has to do with the look, not with the content. So I hit settings, and I scroll down, and here I can see the block background color. I just choose white, like this. I leave it here. I hit save and close, and it's white. Now we need to change the color of the copy. We can do this in the settings tab as well. We just need to go to the main settings. No, wait. The menu item. The logo, sorry. Logo color should be black, and here we are. So the menu background is white, and the copy, the text color is black. Very good, and this is our menu basically. If you want to add something else, you can do so. but for me it's fine. So I'm moving forward, and this is the cover page, so called it's our hero section, sometimes they call it. Bom dia. Yes, thank you. No, bom dia. I hope I pronounced it well. Right. So to customize the color, the cover, what do we have here first? Let's think. So we have a background picture, the background photo that I want to change basically, because this woman wearing a nice hat is not about accounting, right? Then we have a filter that makes our title more readable, right? It just makes the picture look a bit darker, and so that the title, which is white, steps out and you can read it really nice. So in order to customize the text, let's first customize all the text, and then I will show you how to customize the photo, the background photo. To customize the text is very easy. You just click on it, and the text editor appears, right? And there is no save button, because once you customize the text, you can just click anywhere. I just paste it simply, okay? And if I want to make it in 2 lines, I just hit enter, and this is, it turns out to be in 2 lines. But yeah, it's up to you. If you want to change the design, or you want to keep it as the Tilda designers imagined it, okay? And then there is a subtitle. So the subtitle, it's a good idea to actually say exactly, very informatively, about what you do, so that the person can very quickly understand what is it about. Okay, so no selling, marketing copies are needed on the websites nowadays. Just go ahead and straightforwardly tell them what you do. Okay, so here is accounting, payroll management, advisory, and administration services. Very clear. Then to change the copy of the buttons, I need to use the content tab, right? So I hit on a content tab, and here I have the button title and the second button title. So the first button title was Contact Us, and the second one was Learn More. Okay, so here you see. Hello from Ukraine. Wow, hello Tatiana. Hello from Ukraine. Hope you're safe. Great. So contacts and Learn More. I just changed the copies of the buttons, and I want to save and close this tab, and here we go, Contact Us and Learn More. So basically all the copy on the cover page is done. Now I want to change the picture, the photo. To do that, I go ahead again into the Content tab. Here is the photo. Okay, and what I want to do is, well, imagine you don't have a photo for your business. Okay, what are you going to do? So what are the options? So what I propose is to hit on this search photos button on Tilda, and here you will have a long list of different services. Most of them are free. You see here free label. Sometimes they're free and paid. So these are all the services for the visuals of your website. It's not necessarily about the photos. It can be also the icons, for example, or illustrations, and you can get free illustrations online, and you don't need to search and Google it, because until that they have already we have already created the long list of the best services. We pick them manually, select them for you, and here you can just go ahead and check these resources. Illustration builders, you can even build your illustrations of different situations, different pieces of the illustrations that you put together, and you have your own custom illustration. The icons, of course, there are Tilda. There is a service within Tilda, which is called Tilda Icons, that you can use for free, and there are other services as well that are outlined here. But what I want to do is I want to use the Unsplash. So Unsplash is the photo library with the very high quality photos, and that's what I want for my hero section or the cover page, right? So I just click here. Excuse me, and I am love this. Thank you. Great resources indeed. They're very nice, and there are many of them. Okay, so in Unsplash, I just need to put the keyword. So for example, I put accounting, and there are plenty of pictures that I can just download for free. Let me see what I want, what I like more. So for example, something like that. Okay, so just some papers, whatever looks like accounting to me. Okay, you can do a better research, but I'm just showing you like that. So what I do, I hit this download free button. Okay, it's downloaded. Very nice. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to use the service that is called Tiny PNG. So why should I use this Tiny PNG service? I will very quickly explain you. Is to make your pictures or photos or images lighter in order for the website to be loaded quicker, right? And you want your website to be loaded quicker, right? And so I just drop the photo that I just downloaded from Unsplash in here, and you can see what is happening. So it was 3.5 megabyte, and now it's going to be compressed without the loss of quality. Of course, we want quality. Okay, we don't want the pixels. We don't want to see the pixels on the cover page. It takes some time. Usually it's faster. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm streaming. Okay, so let's just give it a moment. Come on, Tiny PNG, you can do that. Right, and here we go. You see, it compressed the photo almost, more than 2 times. Right, so now I download 60%. Yeah, I just cut 60% of its weight. I download this picture. I come back to Tilda, and I hit this upload file button in the content tab. And here I can just drop another photo to substitute the one that was in the pre-designed block. Okay, it's uploaded. I just hit save and close, and here we go. Our photo was uploaded. Now, if you want, if you feel like it's like I feel it's a little bit too dark now, and I want to see the picture a little bit better, so I can configure the filter, the opacity of the filter. The filter makes the picture a bit darker. So to do that, I go to the settings tab, right? Because I want to change the look of the block, and here I can see the filter start color and the end color. So the start color is the top half of the screen, and the end color is what is on the bottom. And you can do like gradient filters, right? But I will just decrease it a little bit, put it 70%, and you see the picture, the image, the photo looks, you can see better, but it's maybe problematic to read the subtitle. So maybe I will consider changing the filter end color and make it a little bit darker. And you see the down part became darker, and the upper part remained quite a bit lighter, let's say, so that the readability is okay, and also the photograph is visible. So I'm fine. I'm satisfied with this hero section. I don't know about you, but I find it pretty okay. Tell me if you don't like it, or if you have any comments about that. And I'm ready to move on. And here is this second block, which is called About the Company. Right. So what I want to change here is, first of all, About the Company is very general copy. I want to say About DGS Accounting. Right. So just changing this D company into DGS Accounting, right? So make it personalized. And then obviously I will change the copy over here. Yeah, I will put again, no, there was another phrase I think that I wanted to use here. Let me see. Yeah, okay, well, we can keep this one, but I just don't like how, I just don't like what it looks like, because it's a little bit short. You can see that, so maybe I will just use this one. So this is the phrase that has to catch the attention, and if there are numbers like here 30-40% cheaper, so they encourage you to outsource your bookkeeping and save money. This is very good because it makes you scroll down and stay on the page. So let's leave it like that. I'm fine with that. And you see there is no special design, and maybe you don't need it, and your visitors mainly don't need it, because we just want them to read this phrase without any distractions, without any animation or complicated illustrations. We just want them to read these 2 lines. Okay, very good. So let's move forward and see this section, which is very crucial. It's about the advantages. So our advantages, it is very important to highlight and to think what are the advantages from the point of view of the consumer, of your future customer, right? So don't say that you were like, for example, that you exist on the market for 20 years. Nobody cares. I mean, who cares? 20 years, 100 years, or 5 years. But what I want as a visitor to see here is how you can solve my problem. So I come here and I don't know how to fill in my declaration. And your job as a website creator is to explain me very, very concisely how you can help me. Okay? And so let's see what we have here. So the first point for this accounting thing will be you can access all accounting and reporting at any time and from any place in the world. So it's online service, okay? And I want to highlight any time and any place in the world in bold. Here on top I have the some tools to customize the text editor tools. And here is the bold sign. I can also make it in italic, underline, strike through. Not a very good idea from the design point of view maybe, but okay, let's just make it bold. Okay, so this also helps your visitors to see immediately what's important. Okay, anytime from any place in the world, that's important. All the rest they will read if they want. Good. The second thing will be the same phrase as we put here previously. It's better to use different things, but it's just because I was not able to find the actual phrase I wanted to use in the previous blog. Okay, so, and I want to highlight here, what would you highlight? I would highlight 30-40% cheaper, basically, and that's it. So you see, it's almost like saving you half of the money. And then why it's cheaper compared to what is cheaper, what is this rate, then you need to read. Okay, so you invite the person to read this copy. And the third advantage that we want to highlight here is that we pay attention to the tax optimization, tax security, right, of our clients in order to minimize tax risks. Right? So they optimize your taxes and they take care that everything is okay and you're secure and so on. So these are the three advantages. Now, if you want to customize the icons, you can see here the icons. They're nice and yellow, but if you want to change them, again, you can go to the Tilda icons library or use any other library that I just showed you in the sources, in the resources that you can have inside Tilda, and just upload them in here. Okay, very good. Next block is how we work. So what is this? And what is the difference between how we work and our advantages? So here we want to tell about the services. Right, about the services of our company, and I want to change a little bit the copy, and I want to put instead of how we work, because it's not so much about the process. In my case, it's gonna be how we can help. Okay, so I explain how this accounting firm can help you, a potential customer, to have better accounting and paying less money, I guess, saving money in the end of the day. And there are three things that I'm just pasting, copy pasting text, and it works well. The styles are maintained. Then another thing you may want to know is that when you paste text, if you just hit Command and V, it may be okay. In my case, it pastes still with styles, but sometimes you need to paste using Command V and Shift. And the Shift button, when you add it to the combination, it helps you to save the style that was initially in the block. Okay, so this is a good thing to know, and it works like across platforms. It works in Google Docs as well, for example. So in the meantime, we have created another section about how we can help. There are three things that they can help with. There can be more. As we saw previously, you can have like 4 number of cards per row, and there will be a place for the 4th, you see, and the design adapts automatically to the content. The great thing, I will show you just in a couple of minutes, is that you don't need to adapt these pre-designed blocks to the mobile version of your website. And the mobile version of your website is very important because there are more people who will see your website using their mobile phones than those who will access it from the PC. Okay, it's statistically proven. So nowadays, mobile first, And here you don't need to create an additional version or think about the design or if everything fits or not. And I will show you, you can see the preview of the website on different devices. So you can see actually how it's gonna look on the mobile and it's gonna look great. Okay, so I'll just leave the three points, three services of how we can help. Okay, and finally our contacts. So our contacts, what do I want to customize here? I want first to say that it's not our context, it's the DGS accounting context, right? So you repeat the name of your business throughout your website copy so that by the end, if the person scrolls down the website, they already read it at least, 3-4 times, they repeated it. And so the name of your company, perhaps you have, let's say, higher chances that it will stay in their memory. Right? And that's a good thing. So don't use like our, we, about us. Use your name, about me, about my company, DGS accounting, everywhere. Okay. So then the phone number, I will just customize here the email address as well. The cool thing here about the email address and phone number, you can make them clickable. So if you want the person not to, you spare them time from copying and pasting the email address into their email client, but you can just directly make it in one click. So what I mean is that, for example, I highlight this email address, right? Then I go here into the text editor tools, the insert link button, and enter a link. Okay, it's already there. It's all automatic. I hit apply, and it becomes orange. What does it mean? It becomes clickable. And if I hit on it, a new email starts automatically. Voila, you see? So the person it's enough for them just to click once and start an email. Right now, all my emails, you're gonna see all my emails very soon. No, I just kidding. I closed my email client. Sorry about that. But just to show you, right? So the person sees the email address, hits the button, and everything is already done for them. They don't need to do additional actions, and every additional action decreases the possibility of the person to convert into your customer, right? Because it's obvious, yeah, we need to do more clicks, we may fall out or bounce at a certain point. Very good. Then the address, the company address, you see here on Tilda template, sometimes you have these sentences, the copy, that helps you to understand what to put where. Here it's written, add your copy address here. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do, and here's my address. Okay, very good. And then if you want to customize the social media icons, so you can customize the URL addresses and also which social media you use. It's not given that you can use the LinkedIn or Instagram and so on. So I go to the content tab. Here I find a tab about the social media links. Here it is. And I'm just customizing the links. The titles, I can have different titles, and I can add more items, right? So here's a long list of different social media accounts that I can put on my website, right? And I also can have a custom account. If you don't see the social media that you use on the list, you can hit the website button, and then you can just put whatever URL, okay? And you can even upload the custom icon here, okay? So you can make it completely custom, and here you can delete something. For example, if you don't use Facebook, you delete Facebook, save and close, and you only have 3 social media icons. All right, good. So what I want to add to this nice template is the client testimonials section, right? So how I want to do it and where. So I want this section to follow the how we can help block and to be just before the contact. So why we need it? We need it to convince a person, a visitor, even more that they want to work with you. So I hit the plus button you see here, and I go to the client. I need to find the reviews category, okay, and then choose whatever design I prefer. So I think I like this one. Our clients love us. Well, I will change the title what our clients say. Put right, and then important thing is that you see here all the titles were aligned to the left side, and it's better to keep the same design throughout your page. And I want to align this one to the left as well. So what do? I just highlight it, and here on top I have the align function, text align left. Here we go, it's on the left, right? And then you can customize the photos of the people, of the customers, right? Their names, obviously, their testimonials, like that. In the content tab, you can customize their images, their profile photos. Okay, very good. So the only thing now is that you see, if you just, I want you to think for 1 minute about the design. I know that you're not designers. I'm not a designer myself, let's say. But what is important is that every section stands out. So you can intuitively perceive that this is the menu, right? And it's different from the next section, which is dark, which is the cover page. The next section is again light, it's white, right? Then the dark one, then the white background, right? And here we have again the white background. So what visually we can confuse and we can think that this is the continuation of the previous section, which is not the case. It's another section, it's another story. It's like a different paragraph, okay, in the text. And how to highlight it? So what I want to do is, what I'm going to do it now, I want to change the background color of this, what our clients say section, and make it dark, or not. What did I do? No, I think I will, how was it? Let me see. It was a very nice solution that we found. Okay, yeah. So what our clients say becomes gray, and the contacts become black. Yeah. So I just copy this background color from the initial contacts section. How do I do this? I go to Settings tab, scroll down. I see the black background color. Okay, and then just copy this. It's called hex code of the color. Okay, save and close. Go to the section, to the settings tab of the section I want to change the background color in, and it's gray, right? And the contacts, I want to use the same background as here, and it's not black, huh? It's a little bit tricky, but you can use black. I mean, it's okay to use black. So here I just go to settings again, block background color, and again I need to change the text color. Obviously I need to make it white in order for it to be readable. Okay, so the text color white, and the second text color white. I see. Okay, and then the form input style, the text color is also white. The border color maybe also white. Yeah, so it's a little bit standing out. Okay, what remained black is this one. I can also change the font color right here, the text color, apply, up, done. And the last problematic things are the social media icons. So how do I do them? How do I change their color? Again, settings, social icon style, color, white, save and close. They're white, everything is perfect. Great. Right, and then the last thing I need to change here is the copy of the button. So the call to action here, they giving you the hint that you need to put here's a call to action copy, and I go to the content tab, and I change this call to action to I think it was submit, or let me see, or what did I put here? Send your request is better than submit, I guess. Save and close. Right, so here we have the possibility, we give the possibility to our visitor to send a request to us, right? Now we're almost done. Yeah, I want to delete this Google Maps. I don't need it. I will explain you a little bit later what this yellow thing means. It means actually that we need to connect the data collection service to this form in order to receive those leads. But before we are doing this, before we setting up the online form and the lead magnet, I want to show the preview of the website that we have just created in half an hour more or less. Okay, so this is the preview button just before the publish one. So I hit the preview button, And I can see a problem, right? So here's the menu and it's not visible at all. Why? Let me go back to editing. Well, it's simply because we did not set the menu background color, right? And the opacity. So I want the opacity to be 100% and I want the background color to be white, right? Hit preview again. Okay, now it looks exactly how I wanted it to look. So this is the menu. This is the cover page. This is a very nice arrow that brings us to the next section about DGS accounting. Our advantages, slight animation, which was pre-designed. You didn't have to do anything for that. And it adds some interactivity to the website, helps people to, grabs a little bit attention, okay? How we can help, very nice, what our clients say, and the contacts. Now, I said that all the blocks, all the pre-designed blocks on Tilda are mobile friendly by default. And what I meant is here, you can switch the different screen resolutions and see how your website looks on the mobile phone, on the tablet, but I want to see on the mobile phone mainly, okay? Because that's how people actually use internet now. So this is the mobile view. You can see how design was adapted on its own. You see the picture is in the middle. This is vertically aligned. How we can help is also vertical. All the texts are okay. What our clients say one by one. Yeah, it's very, it became a bit bigger. So the text is readable. The photos are very, let's say the step in, step out. Correct me, the person from the UK, I need you please. So I think they step out. So I mean, what I mean is that you can see the photos very well. Then the DGS accounting contacts and the contact and an online form, and the you see the button is big enough for your finger to hit it. Very good. So this is the mobile version. I didn't do anything for that. It just appeared on its own. All the design is automatic. All right. So back to editing. The next thing I want to do is that I want to show you how you connect the domain, because the domain name is very important. And then we're gonna move to the online forms and the lead magnet. Okay, it's gonna be really fast. So talking about the domains. What is the domain name? So the domain name is actually the link address that your website will be accessed with. So for example, for Tilda, the domain name is tilda.cc. That's how you Google it. That's how you find it. That's what you put in the browser, right? So you need to decide if you want to buy a custom domain name, which is very easy to do, frankly speaking, and it doesn't cost a lot. Like you can have a domain name, like your custom domain name, meaning like dgsaccounting.com. You can have it like for €10 or $10 a year, okay? So it doesn't cost a lot. Nevertheless, if you don't want to spend any money, it's also possible. So what you can do is you can use the subdomain, and you can do it on Tilda. So once you click the publish button on Tilda, you are offered to put the wow, hello from Rwanda. That's amazing. That's the first time in my experience that we have a visitor from Rwanda. You're very, very welcome on this Tilda webinar. So we are talking about the domain name now. If you don't want to spend any money on your custom domain, you can still make it a custom, but it's going to be a subdomain. What is a subdomain? So subdomain is what I'm creating right now. DGS accounting, let's say, accounting .tilda.ws. So this part in the end, tilda.ws, it will remain. Okay, so it's not going to be like fully customized domain name, but the first part, it's going to be custom. It's going to be the name of your company most probably. Okay, and these you can have for free. So if you don't care that there is a little piece in the end, you can use it and it's going to be completely for free. What is important is not to publish your website and then share the link without putting this this custom part. So if you keep it like that, and if you, for example, hit skip this tab, then you're gonna publish the website, which URL will be like project and then 614 and so on. You don't want that because it's bad for search engines. It's bad for people because they cannot remember that, and it doesn't make any sense, right? So what you want to put here is the name of your company, save and continue, and your website is live. So if you right now using your PC or the mobile phone enter into the browser DGS accounting.tilda.ws, you will access this website. Okay, it's already live. The buttons, they work. I can make them smoother. I will show it afterwards. It doesn't matter. But what matters is that this site is already live. And don't worry if you publish it too early and if you want to afterwards make some changes to that website, as I'm going to do it now because I need to set up the online forms and add the lead magnet. It's okay because nobody will find it. It's very, very difficult to find new websites on Google. But I will show you how you can a little bit improve your ranking on Google search, okay, afterwards. So just to finish about the domains, in the settings tab here, you can go to settings, switch to site settings. So these are the settings for the entire project that you have. Here you can have this, you can see the custom subdomain on Tilda. This is what we just put, okay, DGS accounting. But if you have purchased or if you already have a domain name, then you need to head to this domain tab over here. You paste your custom domain name, okay, and then you can just follow the prompts over here. You can see it's a clickable link that leads to the help center of Tilda that will explain you in detail how to set up the domain in a way that your website is connected to this domain, and when the person pastes your domain name into the browser, they end up seeing your website. Okay, it's not difficult. It's not going to take you a lot of time, and everything is very nicely explained here. If you have any questions about the domain, please don't hesitate and use the chat box over here. Oh, there is a question from Uruguay. I have a question about the WhatsApp in ZeroBlock. Oh, if I put an image of the WhatsApp icon, what link do I have to put so that they click on phones, the application opens? Thanks. Well, that's a little bit like advanced question. It's a question about the using ZeroBlock. So ZeroBlock is a web design editor that is built into Tilda that I was not like thinking of covering today because we are having a talk, you know, our non-designer talk. We're not going into the complicated things about design, but since there is a question, so what link I have to put so that they go into the application? That's a very good question, actually, because usually what you put as a link to the website, to the WhatsApp icon, is the WhatsApp account or the phone number. Okay, so you can try to put the phone number that is connected to the WhatsApp account and see what happens on the mobile. Okay, so that's my recommendation. And I guess on mobile phones, it may start a call or it may start a WhatsApp chat. Right. So, but yeah, let's not just concentrate on that, and let's go ahead and I will show you how to create a lead magnet. So the lead magnet is this thing that we have seen. Let me just reload the page. So I scroll down and up. I didn't press anything. I didn't hit any button, and this just appeared on its own. I get a free consultation. So this is the it's called the lead magnet. Why? Because it's like magnetizing the leads. So it creates the leads for you. To create one, I will add a new block because there is always a block for all the things until I click this plus icon and I go into search, and you can search the block library because the block library is overwhelmingly big. It's more than 580 now blocks. It's almost like 600 blocks. What helps you to choose the right block are these categories on the left. But if you don't really know, there is no such category as a pop-up. And if you're looking for a pop-up window, which is the lead magnet essentially is, then you can just search pop-up, and here are all the pop-up related blocks. Okay, right. So what I want is the pop-up form with multiple inputs, right? So I just add this one up. I cannot see anything, and that's okay because I have to go to the content tab and I have to customize the title and description and the input fields if I want. I can add more input fields, or I can just leave what was there. So there was an email, a name field, and the phone number field. I think for me it's okay, but you can always add another one, and there are more than 20 of them, like drop down, questions, checkboxes, text, comment, white space, whatever you want. Okay, but I will just delete this one. I don't need that. So what I want to do is just to customize the title and description of this section, right? So the title will be get a free consultation, and the description will be fill in the form and our expert will contact you. Very good. And then the bottom title is submit. Right. And another thing, I want to customize the image, because I don't want this Tilda image. I need my own image, and I already took care of it, because I already, like, what I did actually is that I went to Unsplash. I did exactly what we did with the cover image, right? I downloaded one that I liked, then I went to tiny PNG, I made it smaller, and then I uploaded the file on Tilda. What you need to know about the Tilda image adapting technology is that all the images that you upload into Tilda, they are also compressed without the quality loss, right? But I prefer to do it twice, like with tiny PNG and with Tilda. But you can also do it with Tilda. So don't worry if you are uploading, like, I don't know, 8 megabytes photo. It's not going to be 8 megabytes on the website, right? It's otherwise the website will take ages to load. So here I can click here, you see, to see what it looks like, and this is pretty much it. This is our lead magnet, right? So now what I want to do is I want to set up how actually this lead magnet appears. Lead magnet appears on the page, and there are different options. So for that, there is another block, of course. Here are the 3 blocks which are called triggers. So what triggers this lead magnet to appear? There are 3 options. So either you can show pop-up and scroll. That's what we had in the example page that I just showed you here, right? So we just scroll the website, scroll down, and when we scroll until the place where I put the blog, this lead magnet appears. So this is one possibility. Another one is to show pop-up on timer. So if a person spends like more than, I don't know, you decide 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute on your website, then this pop-up shows up, so that you make sure that only the quality leads see this lead magnet, not those people who just ended up on your website by mistake and they're gonna leave in 10 seconds because it was actually not what they were looking for. And the third option is a very cool option that I want to show you now, is the option that shows pop-up on tab close. So when a person attempts to close the tab, so when I'm losing the interest or when I'm hesitating if I want to stay or not on a page, then the lead magnet appears. And in this lead magnet, make sure to create a very attractive offer, like something free. Just give something for free. You know, just imagine that you're in the shop, in real offline shop. You know, and the person's leaving the shop, and you're like, oh, but we have a special promotion. Why don't you take this? I don't know, this pillow for free, and then the person starts to think, oh, maybe I need to stay. Maybe they're nice, actually. Maybe I underestimated them. And this is the same thing indeed. Okay, so the content. So what I'm doing now. Sorry, did not explain. So in order to connect this pop-up block with the lead magnet and the trigger block that actually makes this lead magnet appear, I need to connect them. And how do I connect? It's called a link hook. Don't think about these names, they're irrelevant. What you just need to understand, and you don't need to remember this, because when you are going to edit on your website on Tilda, you are going to see the instructions, because all the blocks come with instructions. That's why we call it intuitive. You don't need to think or remember anything. So the link hook to this block is here. You just copy it. You go to the contents tab of the trigger block, and you just paste here, you see, the pop-up link. Save and close, and come on, let's see if it works. Let's publish the page. So every time, another important thing, that every time you edit something on your page, you need to publish it again, right? In order for the changes to go live, right? Otherwise they stay offline. So here's our website again. Nice animation on the hero section, and I scroll down and I scroll down, and there is no lead magnet, right? And now I'm like hesitating. Maybe I need to leave this website, and I'm putting my mouse up, and what happens? Yes, the lead magnet appears, right? So just because I moved my mouth, no, a mouth, not my mouth, but my mouse, the lead magnet appeared. Right? Get a free consultation. Now I think, maybe I need to get one. Very good. So this is pretty much it. We just created the lead magnet. What we need to do next is we need to connect the data collection services in order to collect all this data that our visitors are going to provide. And we have basically we have two online forms here in the contact section and in the lead magnet. And now we're going to eliminate these yellow things that bring our attention, and they remind us that we need to assign a data collection service to it. So what I mean by data collection services and what does it mean and how to do this, I go to the content section of the block containing the online form, and here I see form data receiver, right? And there are two columns: the Tilda CRM and connected services. The Tilda CRM is something I will show you just after we connect some services that are integrated on Tilda, okay? Because you can collect the leads into both the Tilda CRM and into the services that you want. And I really recommend you to duplicate, actually, to back up these services. So to use both Tilda CRM and some of the connected services which you choose, which I will help you to choose now. Okay, so if I want to connect the services, I just hit this button connect, and I am redirected to the site settings. Okay, we already saw the site settings when we were talking about the domain, and here we are in the forms tab. Okay, so the online forms. What do we see here is there plenty of different integrated data collection services. So the first four are the most popular, okay, and frequently used. The email. What does it mean? You put your email, okay, and every time you receive a person that leaves their contacts, you receive an email with their contacts, okay, and it is safe in your inbox. Then Google Sheets is something that I will show you how to connect now, because it's really cool, because it automatically creates a table with columns that are the same as your input field names. So for example, you have name, phone number, and email address, and you're gonna have like 3 columns, and they're gonna be filled in automatically once the person fills in the form on your website. Then there are Telegram, Trello, plenty of different CRMs, including Tilda CRM, but also others. If you already use, HubSpot CRM, for example, on Monday.com or Salesforce, you can just connect them and keep using the service you like with your new website, right? Then email marketing services, it's for later, and then some others like Slack and Webhook and Zapier that allows you to connect your online forms to the services that are not listed here. So to all the services you can think of, you can connect them through Zapier. Okay, it's a little bit more complicated, but if you follow the instructions, you will make it. Okay, so let me just show you how you connect Google Sheets. So I hit Google Sheets, connect Google Sheet. I choose an account that I want to use. Okay, I give a permission to use my Google account to customize it. I wait a little bit. Okay, so everything is done on its own. I don't need to do anything else here. I just hit save. The data was saved. Very good. And in here we have a Google Sheet which has a very complicated name. Let me just change the spreadsheet name. I will put the DGS accounting website, for example, right? So that I know then after what this table is about, right? The name on the list. So I want to change it here as well. Yes, okay. Finally, we have a nice name of the Google Sheet list. So once I added this service, right, in my site settings, what I need to do next is I need to go back to my page and connect this online form I have two. I will connect both of them to this, actually, to this service. So how do I do this? I go again into the content section, content tab, okay, and under the connected services, I can see the Google Sheet, okay, with the name of the sheet that we just created. So I just need ticket. I select it, right? Save and close. So for this form, it's selected. And the next thing I want to do is to select it also for the lead magnet form. It's done. The next thing I need to do is to publish my page again, right? Now I will fill in both forms and you will see how it works. So I scroll down, up, I want to leave. No, okay, I will just first put this one, Elizabeth, let's say gmail.com, my name, and my message. So this is the test. Send your request. I'm not a robot. No. Okay. Thank you. Data has been submitted. Now again. But, for some reason my lead magnet doesn't work. Let me see what happened here. Did I do anything wrong? So this is the name. Close the content. Yes, and close. I just publish it again. Should work fine. Okay. Just won't appear. I think I broke something. Wait a second. So click here. Yes, it's here. Right. Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you that. So by default, in all the lead magnets, since they are annoying, they are annoying to your visitors. So by default, until Tilda, there is a setting here in the settings tab here that helps, that protects your visitors that come very often, very frequently to your website to see this lead magnet. So imagine you have a blog and people are like reading your blog 3 times per day, and every time they will leave your website, there will be this lead magnet form. They will go crazy and they will just put you on the blacklist, right? So for this, you can specify, there is a special setting here in the trigger block, not in the pop-up, but in the trigger block that triggers the lead magnet to appear every time the person is attempting to leave the website, which is called, the setting is called number of days until pop-up reappearance. So specify the number of days when trigger will run again, right? And if I put -1, that means that every time I open the website, the lead magnet will appear. That's what I want to show you how it works. But otherwise, you can set it in a way that the person will see this lead magnet every second day or every 20th day. It's all up to you. So this is a cool setting to keep in mind. Okay, so save and close. I republish the page again. Right, here we go, up. Okay, it appeared. Very good. So I put my name, email, for example, like this, whatever, and my phone number. Submit. No, not a robot. Thank you. Okay, your data has been submitted. By the way, this success message, you can also customize it in the settings of the pop-up. So what I want to show you now is that, we simulated the situation that 2 visitors filled in your forms, and logically you have to receive this information somewhere, where in the Google Sheet that we just created. So what I want to do is I go to the site settings again, forms, and I click on this link, which links me to the Google Sheet that was just created. And here are all the data that we just collected. So here are our leads. You can see the email, the name, the text area. That one of the forms, it had the text area, right? The one in the contact section. Another one, the lead magnet didn't have, so there is nothing. Refer even, okay, and then some technical information, the date and time, request ID, and the phone number that is there only for the lead magnet online form. So that's how you can collect your leads, okay. And another thing to connect your leads is obviously the Tilda CRM. So how to connect Tilda CRM? Again, you go to the block section with the online form, you go connect, and go to Tilda CRM here from the content tab. I have already a list here Okay, and I want to create a new one for this website, for this project. So my list will be, again, DGS accounting. This will be the name, the title of the list. Okay, and now I need to connect this list to a website. Since I have several websites on my account, because I have a business plan on Tilda. On business plan, you can have 5 different projects. On personal plan, you can have 1 project. Okay, so I want to add it here, and I need to republish all the pages. Just did it. I go again into the editor, content, and here I have already connected Tilda CRM list. Same thing, I just want to check that on my pop-up, on my lead magnet, it's also connected, and it is. Okay, I republish the page, and I want to put again my email. Let's say test.com, testing CRM, and my phone number is still this. Okay, so I submit this. Very good. Still not a robot. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the data appears immediately on Google Sheets, but it takes a couple of minutes before it goes into the Tilda CRM normally. Yeah. So I will show you the Google Sheets. Here is the third input that I just did. And now let's go to Tilda CRM. Here you can actually access your Tilda CRM directly from your dashboard. On top, CRM. Here's the list we just created. There are no leads yet, but I will come back there in 2 minutes, and you will see the leads will be there. Okay. So what is left to do? Actually, the last thing I promised to cover in this webinar. Yeah, not the last. The two last things. We're already 1 hour have passed already. Yeah, I'm a bit talkative today. I'm sorry, but the website is done. The website was done in 1 hour as promised, and now I will show you how to create, how to connect the payment services to your website. First thing, and the second thing is how to configure the SEO settings. And I started from SEO because this is relevant for everyone. Everyone needs to do this, no matter what website you have. You need to follow these 3 steps that I'm going to show you now in order to have good ranking on Google. And then I will show you how to connect the payment services, because you can accept online payments right from your Tilda website and automate this process, but perhaps it's not relevant to everyone. Okay, so I want to show first the important thing, which is the SEO. So in simple words, the SEO optimization is, it means that you put enough keywords so that when a person goes to Google search and Googles something, for example, they Google accounting in Boston, they will end up seeing your website in search results. And it's all about keywords mainly. And then there are some technical also settings. The technical settings we're not going to cover today. We're going to cover the basic stuff. Okay, if you want to go deeper, you can go to the Tilda Education. I will show you, and I will leave this link under the video in the video description. So Tilda Education is the online resource from Tilda for free, where you have some articles and courses that will help you with 2 things, with web design and with digital marketing, right? And there is a very nice article about SEO. Let me just find it. How to improve your SEO on Tilda. And it's a very long and very detailed, but very useful article on how to actually set up your website on your own without hiring the SEO specialist and all these things. So you can do it on your own. Okay, just take 1 day, and in 1 day, I'm sure you're gonna learn it. If you were able to establish a business, you're gonna be able to set up SEO optimization for your website. Okay, so I will leave the link to this article in the video description. Right. So doing the SEO, I hit the settings button, and there are 2 types of settings on Tilda, as you may have already noticed, but I want to underline that. So there is the page settings, which I'm now in, and there is the site settings. So as I said in the very beginning, every website can include more than one page, right? Because there can be inner pages like the projects, our clients, and it can be like dedicated page, a dedicated page for every project or every product that you have, or every type of service that you provide, and so on and so forth. Okay, so since you can have several pages in one project, you can have some overlapping settings for all the project, and then specific settings for all the pages. So SEO is about page settings, right? Because each page has different content, and the Google search needs to understand, the Google search robots, they need to understand the content of the page, right? And so in the page settings, there are four things that you need absolutely to fill in. What are these four things? First, three of them are here on the general tab. The page title. Put the keywords, please, and put your company name. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to copy this one. I copy my my main title and I put it here. Why? It's very good because it's accounting services in Boston. People are looking for Boston and accounting. And I will also add DGS accounting in case someone is searching specifically for DGS accounting. Okay, so in the title, save changes. Then the subtitle here, I will put in the page description. From experts, I will put from the DGS accounting again, accounting experts. So this page description, it appears, I will show you where. It appears here. Very familiar, right? So these are the snippets that Google produces and uses also. The Google robots are using those snippets that include three things, as you can see. The page title that we just customized, the page description, and the URL address. That's why it's very important to put very relevant name into your domain address, into your domain name. Okay, so and all of these things are here under the general tab. Here I don't need to add a page URL because this is the home page. So you can see it doesn't have any slash with something. But if you have some additional pages like about us page or project page, perhaps here you can put project, right? Or like client, whatever name, Coca-Cola. Okay, if you work with Coca-Cola, whatever. So these three things are very important to fill in. And the fourth thing is relevant for social media. This is called page or thumbnail image. So this is the image that people will see when they share your page on social media. Because on social media, the preview looks like that, this way. It includes all the three things that we just covered, right? The title, the subtitle, and the URL address, but also a photo. And here on Tilda, if you don't put any page, the first image of the website from the editor, so we have the first image is the cover image that we uploaded, will be used automatically as a page. So don't worry, if you forgot this thing and you have a photo on the page, you're good, you're okay. It's going to be automatically used. But if you don't have any pictures or any images on your page, please do upload a file here. Upload an image into the badge section. So these are the three essential things that I wanted to cover. And another one, maybe for some advanced users, is about the H1 tag. So H1, it means it's a tag that helps Google robots to understand that this is the main tag and this is the title of the page. So this is what the page is about. And you want some keywords there as well, right? And there may be only one H1 tag on the page. If you put more than one, it's going to be a mistake. It's going to be an error and Google will not index your page correctly. So what I want to do, I want to go to the cover page where I have the actual title of the page. I go to the settings tab, and I find the SEO title tag setting, right? And I put H1. I save and close. I publish. It's done. Okay. Last thing, talking about the SEO, there is an SEO in page settings that we just configured, but also there is an SEO tab in the project settings, so in settings that have to do with the entire project, right? And what you have here, you may read in the article that I will share from Tilda Education, but the important thing here is that there is an SEO assistant. And this is when you are not confident about your SEO knowledge. You can just hit this view button, and it will give you all the mistakes or errors that you have on the web page. For example, if you didn't put the H1, if I didn't put the H1, it will notify you here that there is an H1 tag missing, and you need to add it. But for the moment, we have no warnings because we did everything good. You see, the title is there, the description is there, the H1 tag is there, and the path is there. Okay, so no warnings. So remember, the site settings, SEO tab, SEO assist. That's what you want to check if you're not sure. Right, and now the last thing. Oh, if you have any questions so far, and you may have a lot, please use the chat box. There are 2 people from Rwanda. Amazing. You're very welcome. Sorry to react to your message like 20 minutes afterwards, but yes, you're very welcome, person from Rwanda, Ahmed. So now I want to talk about the payment systems. You can sell whatever you want from your website on Tilda and connect the payment systems that work all over the world. In other words, you can accept payments from all over the world for your products and services on Tilda, and you don't need to create an online store for that. For example, if we're talking about the accountant business website that we have just created, you could sell there an online consultation with an expert, or an online tax declaration form consultation, or anything else that accountants do that I don't know. Okay, and you can do it directly through your website. And to do that, you need to connect the payment services. So what are your options? There are 3 main payment services that you may want to connect. It's a good idea to connect all of them in case you have the accounts in all of them. What are these services? The PayPal, Stripe, to checkout. Okay, they cover the majority of the countries you may want to work with. You can also add a cash on delivery method if you deliver something, if it's not about the digital products. Okay, you can also do the bank transfer, and if you are a business and you want to create a connection or integration between your own payment gateway or payment system, payment service that is not listed here and Tilda, you can do it on your own. It's open, and if you have a developer that is eager to do that, you can hire them and ask them to do that. But I will just show very quickly how you can connect the PayPal. Okay, so you need to put your PayPal email address, currency, shipping, yes or not. Okay, the success URL you can create in another page, the success page where people will end up after payment. The failure URL, another page that you may want to create. It's not obligatory in case the payment fails. Okay, then you need to disable test mode and go live, or you can keep the PayPal let's say in beta version for your website, so that the payments will work, but they will be working in a sandbox manner, so no real payments will go through. Okay, so I add this method, I go back to my page, and what I need to add is I need to add 2 blocks basically. One block that will tell you what that will tell the visitors what are we selling and what do we want to sell. Well, we want to sell let's see, like this is the block. Okay, so this is the copy. It's about filling a tax declaration. Okay, by a tax declaration support, maybe, or tax declaration service. Let's put it like this. Okay, in the content, I change the button title. I put order tax service. Okay, so this is the block that will help people understand what are you selling actually. And I don't want two gray blacks one under another. I will put it a bit here. It shouldn't be like in the very bottom of your web page. It can be in the middle. It's okay, totally okay. Okay, and now to add a payment possibility. So in other words, I want the button on click to bring me to the payment service so that I am able to pay. Okay, so for this I want to look for the store category and this second block, which is called payment system direct purchase without a shopping cart. You don't need a shopping cart, you're not an online store, but you want a possibility, want to give a possibility for people to pay from your website. So I add this this block, and here it already tells me what are the payment systems that we have connected to this project, right? And we have connected the PayPal. Very good. Now there is a quick guide that tells you what to put as a URL for the button that you want to be to lead to the payment, right? So you have to copy this thing, order design basic course. So order P equals N, or P is a product title and N is a price. So the price will be in the currency that we have indicated previously in the site settings, which was the US dollar. Now I go back to the content of this blog and I enter this link, and I want to change the name of the service, right? So it's tax service, and let's put it, I don't know, $85. Okay, save, publish, and let's see if it works. I scroll down, here is the blog, so I hit the button and it should bring me, and it does bring me to PayPal, right? So you just log into your PayPal as a customer and pay for the service, $85. Very good. So this is basically, and then you can also add Stripe, you can also add to checkout, or you can also add bank transfer, and then people can choose whatever they prefer, whatever method they prefer. Okay, I have a question here. So the payment works with the debit cards in Uruguay with our local cards? So this is the question, is if the payment works with debit cards in Uruguay with our local cards. There are free debit cards for the people, but they're all Visa or MasterCard as well. So yes, if you have a Visa or MasterCard, you definitely can use this service, okay, because it supports Visa and MasterCard. Normally PayPal, I think it should support Uruguay, but you want to probably cross-check it into the PayPal settings or help center. Just Google it. I'm a great support team member. Just Google it, yeah. But yeah, the important thing is that you remember that MasterCard and Visas are supported. Right. So the only thing we didn't cover is the email marketing thing that I said. You can create an email marketing campaign until then. Here's how. So instead, you go all the way back to the dashboard. Now we have 4 projects, as you see. DGS accounting is here. So if you want to create not a new website, but a new email campaign, you just hit this button. And for you just to quickly understand, so there are two main paid subscriptions on Tilda, the business and the personal. So the business allows you to have 5 websites, 5 projects. The personal allows you to have 1, but each project comes with the possibility to have an email campaign on top. So that means that if you are on business, you have 5 projects plus 5 email campaigns. If you're on personal, you have one website plus 1 email campaign. Okay, so that's what you need to know about the email campaign. I just create a new one. I hit, I put in the name. Everything looks pretty much the same. I hit create new email, and I end up seeing the previews of the templates for the emails. So how does it work actually, the email marketing on Tilda? it works very intuitively again. So you just choose whatever template you like. You create an email out of it. You just customize it as much as you want, just like we did with the website sections, okay? Because it also comes with blocks, and you can also add different blocks. You can see that there are different categories. They are like newsletter designed special blocks, okay? Header, titles, footers, and so on. So once you design a very nice newsletter, then you want to connect it to the email marketing services. How you can do it? You can either copy the HTML code of your newsletter and paste it to any service you are using, because all the email marketing services allow you to do that, okay? And then you can use the Tilda design and your email marketing service if you like, or you can just send it directly using one of these three integrated services: SendGrid, MailChimp, or Unisend. Okay, then if you choose one, you just connect your account on this service, and your newsletter is connected to Tilda. I hope that was clear. So for the email campaigns, to read more about email campaigns, you can just Google Tilda email marketing, and you will see the help center articles that right? So there's a question: is there a community group for sharing session about Tilda? That's a very good question, actually, because we are now thinking about creating such a community, and we are thinking about the platform to use for that. So in case you want to share your ideas, you're very welcome. But for the moment, the main community on Tilda is our community on social media, right? So I again encourage you here. I will maybe again show you this slide over here. With QR codes that you can just scan right now and end up on our pages on Instagram and Twitter. So this is where we are communicating with our users, that we are sharing updates, that we are sharing some tips on how to create different types of websites and email campaigns as well, and how to market and promote them online. Okay, so the community is there. Tilda.cc on Instagram, Tilda Publishing on Twitter, Tilda Publishing Global. Gets complicated every time, more and more complicated. Tilda Publishing Global on YouTube. So again, thank you very much for being with us here. It was quite a long webinar today, but I think we covered a lot of things, and I hope it was useful. Please let me know it was useful. Also, for those who are watching us in the recording, you are very welcome to use the comment section for your questions, because we are constantly checking it, and we will be more than happy to reply you even afterwards. Okay, so go ahead and use the comment section, ask your questions, we're gonna reply to them. And yeah, we'll be happy to have your reactions, your thumbs up, ups, and your, if you want to subscribe, that will be very useful for you as well, because you're going to be reminded about the upcoming events, and we are preparing more events, obviously, on website building. Also, if you want a specific topic to be covered in our upcoming webinars, please don't hesitate and let us know about that. And for now, I think we're good and we're ready to finish. I was very happy to be host of this webinar. Thank you very much for participation on the chat, for asking questions. It was amazing, and for sharing your locations as well. And I wish you a very good morning, day, or evening, or night, wherever you are located. And great, yeah. So thank you, and I hope you will enjoy using Tilda, and you will succeed in your online presence. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.